MAVA is an organization that helps expand people power by effective engagement of volunteers in our communities. And MAVA wants to make sure that volunteerism is done right.
So MAVA offers so many great resources and training, but it's even beyond that. It's thinking differently about how we can really treat each volunteer as an individual so that it is the best experience for every single volunteer walking through our doors.
VEEP is a nonprofit basic needs and social services organization. We're located in Bloomington, and we serve individuals and families in Bloomington, Richfield, Edina, and South Minneapolis. Volunteers are the heart and soul of our organization. We truly would not be here operating day in and day out without volunteers who show up at 5:30 in the morning and help us get our pantry ready.
Yeah, so my AmeriCorps service project was to help VEEP diversify their volunteer corps, to create trainings related to diversity, equity, and inclusion. VEEP was incredibly supportive when I first started as a Vista. That's actually one of the first things that attracted me to them before I had agreed to take on the position.
I hate to see them really short, so sometimes I'll just go, okay, I'm gonna take a third shift this week, or, I just don't want them to be short. I think it's the respect and care that this staff has. It's been, I know a lot of people would say that it's rewarding, but it's more than that.
People care about the outcomes and the impact that they're having. And we want to make sure that all of the people out there that have concern about what's going on in the world are effectively embraced by organizations to leverage resources and to meet the mission of the organization.
The Union Gospel Mission is an organization that focuses on serving individuals experiencing homelessness, poverty, and addiction. I got certified through MAVA as a volunteer leader. They cover everything. So how do you recruit? How do you train? How do you recognize? How do you deal with the issues and the problems that come up? And I think through that training program, it's no, you really have to advocate for the volunteers within the organization in order for it to grow.
My main job as a volunteer here at the mission is serving meals. I come every week. Every Friday is my lunch day, and right now, like I said, with the virus, I've been picking up extra shifts because they need help. And good for me to get out of the house, that's what I tell Steve.
If you are an organization that is struggling to meet the tremendous need for addressing community problems, you want MAVA to help you.
VEEP joined MAVA's Inclusive Volunteerism cohort along with a couple of other nonprofits. It gave myself, as well as Courtney, our volunteer director, the chance to meet with other nonprofits that are passionate about making their volunteer programs more inclusive.
The inclusive volunteerism work really helps us think about how we can change and grow and do things differently. And that's because they help us with the tools and information resources to do that.
MAVA, I believe, is strengthening service in so many different ways. You think about what's going on in our world, in our community right now, the needs are there and it's growing. We need volunteers, we need nonprofits now more than ever, but we also need volunteer professionals that are trained and well-equipped to meet that need.
So by donating to MAVA, by being a MAVA member, you are addressing and contributing to every cause that you might care about.
I encourage people to get involved with MAVA just because they were an invaluable resource throughout my year as an AmeriCorps Vista.
MAVA provides you with the resources and information to do a good job of supporting and engaging volunteers. They strengthen services throughout the entire state of Minnesota. And so really any mission of any organization that's a MAVA member, they're doing their work better because of MAVA.
So give to MAVA. I encourage you, if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about it, please listen to my advice, give, because it's a good organization and they'll use your resources wisely as well.